it's Nicole and welcome to another vlog. It has been quite a while since I filmed one of these come along with me vlogs, spending some time with me just in general. If you are new to my channel, I tend to film a lot of writing vlogs showing you the progress that I make on my novels or other various creative projects, but I thought it would be fun to just take you along for a couple of days in my life. And if you are wondering what this is in the background, I know it looks suspicious, but it's from a birthday party I had. And I recently just finished a video explaining everything about my birthday party, so please go check that out if you haven't yet, and this whole thing will make sense. I hope it's not too suspicious what you're seeing in the background. Also, excuse the mess that's going on. Busy season in life, and I just feel like I haven't had the time or spent the time to clean up my place. So there's that. I wanted to take you along, especially because I know I have a few fun things coming up in the next couple of days. Tonight there is an event at the big Vancouver Public Library downtown about video game writing. I believe 2 video game writers are holding a session where they're going to teach a group of people, myself included, about video game writing and their experiences. And I think they're going to do an FAQ as well about it. My friend Tyle let me know about this event going on, and she thought it would be right up my alley because I have definitely always had an interest in writing for video games, but I've never had the chance to really learn more in a human-to-human setting. I know there's lots of resources online, but I'm really curious to hear about what their experiences are with writing for video games and kind of more about the process. I have sort of dabbled in it a little bit with my visual novel project that I worked on earlier this year, but I was just kind of doing that on the fly, not really knowing, and just having done my own research. So I'm really curious to see what I learned tonight. But of course, as per usual, I have to head off to work first, get through the workday, and then the event is happening in the evening, so I'll probably grab some dinner beforehand. But all that said, I'm going to be transiting to work today because I don't want to have to find parking downtown. So let's get ready to go to work. So I've got most of the typical stuff already going into my bag that I'm bringing with me to work. Just my wallet, snacks, some water for later, things like that. But especially for tonight, I want to make sure I bring something I can write in because I'm guessing it's not going to be a situation where I can type on my phone. I don't know. I've never been to something like this. So I'm just going to bring my Hobonichi Weeks with me, this new planner that I got kind of halfway through the year to start trying to plan my life a little bit more. And it's great because it's got a whole section in the back of just grid paper, so hopefully I can take notes in here. And
wanna be free of this heart. I wanna feel your arms around. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow. Yeah, should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time? I remember that it's over, yeah.
Good evening. It is the next day now. I meant to stop in and check in with you earlier this morning, but it's just been a very busy morning, a workout morning, and then just getting ready for work, rushing out the door. And now here I am. It's actually pretty late in the evening. It's like 7 o'clock. I have to start making dinner soon. So to give you an update about last night's video game writing lesson, I guess, or talk session, I don't know what to call it about it. It was really cool. There was a little auditorium booked in the library, and I think it probably fits like about 50 people. It was a very like intimate space, and then there was a big projector screen. I didn't want to record anything because I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. But there were 2 speakers who spoke about writing for video games. One of them specializes in AAA games and the other one specializes more in indie games. And I was shocked that this was a free session to go to because they were so generous with all the information that they shared. I was a little bit worried that maybe it would be like a very superficial level kind of lesson and their insights, but it was very detailed. I almost felt like I could be in a university lecture or like other creative writing lectures that I've attended in the past. They just gave so much information that I never kind of, I guess, considered when it came to video game writing. There were a lot of tips about how to break into the industry if you're interested in working in the games industry, and also just advice on developing an indie team and advice on working on an indie game, finding a team, and just kind of general ideas on how you can improve your video writing, how to build a portfolio, and lots of other resources you can access for writing for video games, which was very inspiring for me. It's a really good reminder for me that there are so many different ways to pursue writing and that there's so many different ways to tell a story, and I definitely have like so much more information on how I can possibly make another game for myself or find ways to work in video games. I don't know if it's something I would actually do as a career. It kind of sounds like it's something that's pretty hard to make a living in. I think anything that involves creative writing probably is, but I'm just very glad to have all these resources, and it was really great that they offered a kind of like question and answer session towards the end, and they were also so generous and kind with their answers there. It almost seemed like no questions, like they weren't afraid to answer any question that was thrown at them. There were questions about like, well, do you think that AI is going to take over writing for video games, and how you can break into the industry? And I think none of their answers were sugar-coated. I think they were all very honest, and I really appreciated that from them. And I got to ask my own question about how to keep track of branching storylines, because I know that that was something that I really struggled with when I was writing my visual novel. If you don't know what a branching storyline is, it's kind of like a choose your own adventure thing, so your story essentially like branches off into different paths. But they gave me a great piece of advice, and that was to like picture your story as a diamond, and to make sure that all your branches don't turn off into infinite possibilities. It's a good idea to kind of have points in your story reconverge again, and that there's different ways to do that. And yeah, that's my little ramble for you. It was really insightful and really inspiring, and I'm looking forward to writing my next piece. Something that I was reminded of during the presentation was that you can write for video games without actually needing to make the video game, and something that I might explore in the future is Twine, which is an online resource where you can make stories with multiple branching points, or just kind of like a story you can click through, and it's very minimal in visuals, so I think that would be fun to do in the future. But speaking of video games, a reason why I'm home a little bit later tonight is because I had to go pick up a new video game. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has just been released. It came out yesterday, I believe, but I was busy after work with the video game writing thing, so I went to go pick it up today. I'm so excited to play it. It is the first Legend of Zelda title that actually stars Princess Zelda herself. At least I believe it's the first one. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And it was really neat that I got to pre-order this and pick it up, because it also comes with a bonus art print. So let's open it up now. So here is the art print that I got. I was kind of surprised to see it wrapped up like this. I feel like other art prints I've gotten from pre-orders in the past have just been like a stack of cardstock, and you just get whatever you get from the pile. I believe there's 3 different options you can get, so let's open it and see what I got. There's no particular one I'm hoping for. I'm open to whatever, I guess. It's just a nice bonus to have. It's also like a very thick piece of cardboard or something. Oh, cute! It's like the cover of the actual video game itself, but there's... Oh, wow! It's even got a little like stamp of a limited edition art print and gold all around the edges. How cool! So I guess that's all I have to update you on this evening. It's actually Friday night now, so probably just gonna cook us some dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna get to playing the Zelda game tonight. I am also currently playing the latest Ace Attorney game, the Switch release of Ace Attorney Investigation starring Miles Edgeworth, and that's been very fun, so maybe I'll play a bit of that tonight. And as for dinner, not entirely sure what I'm making. Last night I went to H Mart, which is a Korean market, and I got like a chicken noodle soup kit to make, so maybe I'll do that, but I'll see how I'm feeling. And if you're new to these kits or you haven't seen one before, I'll tell you how they work. As you saw, it comes with like chicken and vegetables and the noodles and then the soup at the bottom. So what I usually do is I put all the vegetables and the soup in here, I bring it to a boil, and then closer to when we're ready to eat, I put the chicken in to get it all heated up. And then Separately, I cook the noodles in boiling water. I just kind of play it by eye, maybe boil them for about 5 minutes, and then I serve it. I hope you can hear me. Please excuse the fan running in the background. But I just wanted to say that one of my favorite parts of buying these kits is that at the bottom, all the soup is kept in this little baggie, and it is kind of nerve-wracking emptying it out into the pot, but it's also just so fun. And here is the final product. I also threw in some extra fish balls. It smells delicious. Good morning, happy Saturday. I was expecting to get a lot done this morning. It's almost 11:30 now, and then I'm going to be meeting up with a friend around 12 to go get some tea and to catch up. Maybe go for a walk. I'm not sure. It might be a bit of a rainy day today. But yeah, I don't know. I woke up this morning telling myself, you know, I'm gonna finish editing this video that I've been working on, talking about the birthday party that I had back in June. And it's almost October now, and as I've been editing it, I've been having so many self-doubts about whether or not I should refilm it or if I'm just talking too much in it. I don't know. I know I previously mentioned that the video is already up, but at this point in time, I don't know if it is or will be or if I'm gonna refilm it. So I'm gonna sit here and try to squeeze in a few more minutes of video editing before I go out with my friend, but I just was not feeling it this morning. It was kind of a rot in bed type of morning, and I wish it wasn't, but here I am now. I'm showered and dressed and looking forward to hanging out with my friend and just doing a little check-in with you before I get some work done.
Good thing you have the camera out for that.
Yes. Not great, but I'm trying.
Yeah? Do you feel like, how was it getting into it? Do you feel...
Back home now, I had such a lovely hangout with my friend Taya. It's always such a treat getting to catch up with her and talk with her. I feel like whenever I have a meeting with a friend, if I'm in a funk beforehand, which I definitely was this morning, you saw me talk to you earlier, but I was just feeling so tired and kind of like down about working on the video I was talking about. But getting to hang out with her and talk to her about everything that's going on in life and catching up with her and kind of me struggling with this video and just kind of like unsure of the content that I'm making in general, I feel a lot better and I feel more clarity in what I want to do going forward, and I think I am gonna end up filming that video. Basically, it was a video about me explaining how my murder mystery birthday party went instead of what I actually wanted it to be, which was more of like how I created it and then how it went as well. I feel like in the state the video is currently in, there's a lot of like rambling and over explaining and it doesn't feel cohesive to me. At least that was kind of what was revealed while editing it. So I think I am gonna refilm it. Maybe at some point this weekend, I'll see. But for now, I'm going to make myself some lunch and maybe get started on a script for that. It's like 4 o'clock now, but I had breakfast pretty late just before I left for the day. And then my husband and I are probably going to go out for dinner later. We'll head out somewhere downtown, I think. Not sure yet, but that's kind of how my day is going to go. So I'm gonna make myself some lunch because I am very hungry. Good morning, happy Sunday from my car. This is the only angle I could get to work with my little tripod, so this is why you are seeing my puppy cat air freshener dangling in the air here. It's about 8:30 now. I'm going to head out now to meet up with my dad and we're going to go to an exercise class together, get our workout in, and then I don't know what the plan is for the rest of the day. I might do a little bit of walking around after the class, maybe go to a cafe, not sure, or maybe I'll just head back home and find something else to do. last night just went out for the dinner, which was really amazing. It was a lovely Italian meal, and the dessert at the end was a pistachio tiramisu. Very, very, very delicious. And then got home, watched the latest episode of the UK Taskmaster series, and then went to bed. So not too much to update you on, but I'm gonna head out now and get to work, get to working out, get to exercising. See you in a bit. I am in my pajamas. I've just spent most of this afternoon playing the Ace Attorney game because procrastination. But what I really want to do today is tidy up around the house. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the afternoon. I want to give myself a more clear headspace by getting rid of all this clutter around me and picking things up because it's mostly my mess. Tomorrow is actually a stat holiday tomorrow, so I have the day off of work, and I'm probably just gonna spend it planning for the month ahead. And I think it'll be really nice to tidy up my space and have that all done. But I'm probably gonna do that off camera because it's embarrassing showing you my mess. I just want to check in really quickly with you though and just let you know what I got today. I stopped by the Bayswater Tea Company. I'm not typically in the Broadway area, or have the opportunity to go visit the cute shops there, but I thought I would. And then I went to Branches and Knots, which is a really cute like clothing and accessories store, and I got myself a pair of earrings. I was really hoping to find another pair of these. I have a pair that's very similar to this in like very light blue and white with silver hooks, but I was hoping I'd be able to find a pair in gold and that weren't the kind of like fish hook style. And I totally forgot to tell you that this is a vanilla cream tea. I went into the store with no intention to buy any tea. I just wanted to look at what mugs they had, but the person working there was drinking this and I had to ask them what it was because it smelled so good. And then they told me that it's also really delicious if you put a splash of Bailey's into it, which I'm sure I will really enjoy at some point. But I think my reward for after doing my whole tidy up is going to be having dinner and probably a cup of tea to end off the evening. So I'm gonna get to that. Maybe if I'm feeling good about the progress I've made, I will show you the end result, but we'll see. I'm gonna get to tidy up. Much later now, the tidying has been done. There's still more that I could do, but it definitely feels a lot better not having a bunch of clutter around. We made and had our dinner. We had some tomatoes from our tomato garden. They look a little bit rough, but they were very tasty, and just served that with some grilled sausage and pierogies and other vegetable. And now it is time for the tea, which is currently steeping. It smells really amazing, like a very nice black tea with a lot of vanilla. I'm very excited to give it a try once it is done steeping. And then I think for the rest of the evening, we're just gonna settle in, watch a movie, and relax. It's still very hot, but I'm gonna give it a try. That is some very good tea. I did add in a little bit of milk, but it's what you would expect. I would give this 10 out of 10 vanillas. That's my rating for it, but I'm gonna go enjoy the tea now and watch our movie. Good afternoon. It has been a pretty chill day off of work for me. My husband and I went on a very long walk this morning, had a nice chill breakfast at home, picked up some donuts, which is a nice little treat, and just been relaxing, watching some TV. And I just filmed a video, which unlike the other video I mentioned, should already be up by the time that you see this vlog. But I think I'm gonna close it out here because the rest of the day is probably just gonna be me squeezing in some video editing, planning some writing, getting ready for the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me on this vlog. It is a nice change of pace to just kind of vlog my day-to-day life, not stress about things. It's been a bit difficult for me to make writing content, especially because I haven't been writing, but it was really nice to solidify some writing goals I want to do for this upcoming month. And hopefully that'll lead to me creating some more writing content. Sometimes I also just feel like I can't make a video, or if I make a video that's not about writing, it won't be successful. But also I have to remind myself that I am making videos mostly just for me. First for me, because I want to document different parts of my life, and I'm just glad that I get to share it with you when I feel up to it. All that said, if you did get to the end of this vlog and you enjoyed it, it would mean a lot to me if you left me a like to let me know you like it. Being able to see that people have liked the video is a lot different than just seeing the views. It lets me know that you took the time to go out of your way to actually go and press another button. To let me know that you're here and you enjoyed it, and I hope that makes sense. It lets me know that you're like a person here who has watched this and you're like, yes, I enjoyed this, so I'm gonna tell you I enjoyed it. Or just say hello down in the comments below if you also feel comfortable doing that. I know I am very guilty of often just kind of lurking on other people's videos and quietly leaving a like and forgetting to comment, because sometimes I just don't know what to say, but it's also okay if you just want to say hello or leave me an emoji to let me know that you're here. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along with me on these past couple of days. There will be more writing vlogs in the future, and probably more vlogs like this and other creative things I come up with. So thank you for being here and for spending some time with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.
I'm used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back. Wherever I go